Hello everyone. So today we are going to see this one. If you remember, as we discussed before, different types of link we can connect to the switch. So now we are going to discuss that one. So let me take the blackboard and let me draw here and show you here. So in our previous class, what we discussed we can connect the link to the switch. Okay. So imagine this is a switch. Okay. Or let me draw here separately. Okay, here. So what I am saying, I have the switch here. This is a switch 1. Okay. So what we can do, we can connect to the PC. I have the PC1 here. This is a PC1. I have PC2 here. Imagine we have two PCs and this is a one switch. So this is known as link. Okay. This is the link. Example, we have fast Ethernet 0/0 here, fast Ethernet 0/1 here. This is a link which we are using to connect to our machine. We are calling this is a link. This is also one link. And now if we want to connect to the other switch, I have the switch here, that is a switch 2. I connected with the cable. Imagine this is a fast Ethernet 0/2 and this is also fast Ethernet 0/1 and this is fast Ethernet. I will take one PC here. This is the PC3 and I have another PC, that is a PC4 here. Okay, this is a PC4. And this one is also link. If you see, let me give this name as fast Ethernet 0/2. This is a fast Ethernet 0/3. So here I am saying switch is having the link. But if you see, this link is connecting to our machine, our computer or our printer or our scanner or our server. So this link we need to put in the axis. Okay, you need to remember, we need to put this link in the axis mode. Okay, and this link should be in the trunk mode. This is the link which we need to keep in the trunk. So you need to remember, in simple you need to remember, whenever you are connecting two switches, this link should be in the trunk. Whenever you are connecting two switches, that link you need to put in the trunk. And whenever you are connecting to our end devices, that link you need to keep in the axis. Okay, so you need to remember this one. Why we are keeping the trunk? Because trunk is going to carry the multiple VLAN. You need to remember, trunk is going to carry multiple VLAN. Example, you have here VLAN. This one is having VLAN 10, this PC, and this PC is having VLAN 20. Okay, and if you see here also, I have VLAN 10. This PC is in the VLAN 10 and this PC in the VLAN 20. Okay, this PC in VLAN 10 and this PC is in VLAN 20. This one is in VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So when this PC is trying to ping or try to send any traffic, the PC1 want to send any traffic to PC2. So this need to go through like this way. Okay, if this one example, PC1 want to send any traffic to PC3 from here to here. This PC1 want to send some information to PC3. It need to pass through the switch, from switch 1, then it need to go to switch 2. So it is going the traffic. Same thing, if the PC2 want to communicate with PC4, this traffic also need to go from switch 1 of the interface F0/2 and this interface F0/1, and it will go to this PC. So here this link is carrying the multiple VLAN. This link is carrying the VLAN 10 traffic as well as VLAN 20 traffic. That's why we need to put this link in the trunk. And you need to remember, trunk port is going to carry the multiple VLAN. If you put this in the VLAN 10, it will carry only VLAN traffic. If you put in the VLAN 20, then it will carry only VLAN 20 traffic. So that's why we are putting this one in the trunk. So trunk is going to carry the multiple VLAN. Trunk is going to carry the traffic of multiple VLAN. You need to remember this one.